A very good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the UBC Lunchtime News this afternoon. My name is Wadulo, Arnold Mark, and it's going to be a 30 minutes long bulletin. So do sit tight. Let's give you these news updates. In our first story this afternoon, the Deputy Executive Secretary of the Uganda Vocational and Technical Assessment Board, Nasaza Julia, has urged students who fail to join university due to principal pass requirements to embrace skilling programs, especially the national diploma and national diploma courses that offer practical and employable skills. She made these remarks during a handover of the newly constructed perimeter wall at Makerere College School, built by the National Diploma in Construction and Civil Engineering students under the Makerere University College of Education and External Studies Lifelong Learning. Officials commended the initiative, noting that technical skills provide alternative pathways to employment, community development, and long-term self-reliance. UBC was on ground and shares this report.
We are saying that is the way to go, that when these students learn, what they've learned should be able to have impact on the society, solve the problems of the society, and also reflect what they are supposed to do in the world of work. So I want to thank the organizers, the trainers of Makerere for recognizing this and putting it into practice. As a board, we are promoting this kind of education where we want to see our students excel.
I'm telling students that entering university immediately after A-level is luck. Some are not lucky to enter university immediately after A-level. Now those who are not lucky because of either money, grades, there are always opportunities in these diplomas and bridging gap courses. A student who has come for a diploma in civil engineering is far much better than one who has gone to do a program which will make him or her look for a job. So when you do civil engineering, then you are assured of your job in your head, in your hands, every day. But at the same time, you get a diploma, but at the same time, you can upgrade and become a better person with a bachelor's degree in engineering.
The partnership we have developed has tended to reduce the cost of expenditure in terms of our development budget. So we'd like to appreciate Makerere for this kind of partnership, and we want to continue working with Makerere to support the development plan.
So I would call the rest students, let us go down.
In more news this afternoon, university professors and doctorate students from the institutions across East Africa are calling on member states to end the use of pesticides in agri-food systems, citing research showing severe social, ecological, and cultural hazards linked to their continued application. The appeal follows deliberations at the Anthem Project meeting held at the Nile Resort Hotel in Jinja, where experts reviewed findings highlighting the growing risks of pesticide use and posing these risks to health, biodiversity, and traditional food practices. Participants recommended urgent policy reforms, increased investment in safer alternatives, and stronger regional collaboration to protect communities and promote sustainable agricultural production across East Africa.
Great. These complex mazes that we need the minds, we need the shafts. Networks that I'm mentioning, from social networks to kinships, actually extends to also include regulatory bodies, the government, to NEMA, to healthcare providers, is also entangled by equipment, because it's central to the livelihood, from tools and equipment. So we see the human and non-human actors who are entangled in a complex web of relationship that perpetuates the sector in Kenya and also beyond the Kenyan borders, to Tanzania, to Uganda, because they are also service providers. They are also miners who come from the neighboring countries in search for a livelihood.
Beyond as an anthropologist, although it's not used categorized as an activist anthropologist, the fact that he has and that researcher published that piece of work, and the rest of us are getting that information. So work like the one that Professor Nyambo did on men officers with men is that then it informs policy, it informs activism, and it informs also that we change the things the way it is. And it really speaks to the issues of state power, you know, as it relates to the environment. It speaks to human agents and several other things that are related with the environment. And therefore, it is very, very important, you know, to talk about this concept within anthropology.
The Uganda Textbook Academic and Non-Fiction Authors Association has convened a hybrid symposium aimed at elevating authorship as a formal and respected occupation within Uganda's rapidly evolving knowledge society. The one-day engagement drew authors, scholars, and administrators from Uganda, Norway, Zimbabwe, Trinidad, Tobago, and others. Ugandans have been urged to rise above. In more news, Ugandans have been urged to rise above fear and confront corruption and other injustices by upholding and respecting the Constitution. This call was delivered by human rights activist Miriam Matembe during the World Philosophy Day 2 conference at the Makerere University.
Former Ethics and Integrity Minister Miriam Matembe has challenged Ugandans to cast off fear and take a firm stand against corruption and injustices affecting their communities.
In the meantime, Ugandans have been gripped with fear, corruption, breakdown of ethical values, moral value degeneration. It is all about greed. It is about materialism. It is about self-interest.
Governance expert Professor Sabit Makara, a lecturer at Kabale University, stresses that the Constitution as a living judgment for the country is one that anchors national governance and protects citizens.
People made, the delegates made the 1995 Constitution in the CA. One important thing was to correct the wrongs of history and to make a benchmark for future governance of our country, to make a landmark for the future governance of our country.
From Makerere University's Department of Philosophy, Dr. Jimmy Spire Sentongo and Kanakobye Dixon underscored the essential role each individual plays in advancing national development.
Legal branches, like Nyamba said, it was made fail right from the day one. But of course, when we got the 1967 Constitution, we could see that Okote went beyond because he made himself president. That was a coup. In fact, even if he had not carried out a coup at Rubini, still by making himself the president without going through elections, that was already a coup of its own.
We realize it has to be congruent with the ideals of constitutional making, because many people were bringing up challenges to do with the constitution making. So we made sure we get a paper on the ideals, philosophical ideals on constitution making. Why we did that is sometimes the practice contradicts the ideal. We have the ideal one.
Makerere University lecturer Dr. Nixon Wamamela highlighted the significance of the World Philosophy Day and applauded participants for their dedication to deepening their understanding of the Constitution and its relevance to society.
I think a model constitution developed by the School of Law would provide a template for public discourse on how this nation must be governed and managed. For instance, you may need to consider the current provisions of the Constitution on the appointment of judicial officers, including the Chief Justice.
A section of National Resistance Movement SEC members have joined the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, to launch the party's task force committee to champion mobilization support for both the national chairman, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and the NRM flag bearers in Mitoma district. Tayebwa has implored the committee to ensure that all flag bearers are supported at all aspects. And this launch was during the district meeting of NRM leaders in Mitoma district. These are some of the highlights.
We had opinion leaders of district yitu. Abuteka techire na nisaba opinion leaders tuine honko mami Muhammad Alikaye na ruga yes izano Muhammad na turi
utegetsi wawe na nababona ojo kwancha byone mukore omwanya okay mwekoremo mwanya nkabashaba district abo kwizindi district zikatwereza iji ni government ryo mu butegetsi nyowe nko muntu ninza kubombecha district headquarter so district ninza kubaha miliyoni 300 zo kombeka district headquarter omushawe yange okay so murondo mwanya ekyakabiri tibakwikiriza president nka candidate kureberera abantu abizi konkati omuntu norugoto mukenjeya okaza Mitoma na norugoto amayanga ukija kuri nguno siba ha so ebiro bishatu ninyana nti tukwatanise twekoremo umurimo wabo kwanyo nicyo kikure kinkureba ebiro bishatu okutura yakire president then ebiro 15 okutura muhakaruru so ebiro bishatu itwitwe president bakumwikiriza kuyisa abantu konkate kutuzibira kwerisa okay ebyo president batabimutaho we bakamuzibira konkite ntuza kwerisa tekwe so ntuza kwekora mu murimo mbe nagambiye chairman na no mwamikazo na Rebecca na Karitunda so mugende mwekore muhati mugende mwekore mu committee okay ninza kurisa buri muntu wenorisha tinko no muntu aruge kutina kurugama yanga unaza kusiba kwe ngunaza kugira ki buri muntu wena gende mukore mwetebekanise naza kurya eshikure kibatakutwikiriza no kubarisi za venue ntubarisi zo wita arrangement yitu twekore mu murimo wena bana bante mutwari ko mu bana 20 mugende mutebekanise chairman ntuza kurabiramo tukore structure tuntuza kwerisi president twenda turisi uko cyaje tukumwikiriza ecyakashatu okutura akore aboko imwe muri abakaciko ntwenda kwemanya nimwe muri organizing rare ya president okay so esto akore turinzire tuzakurinde byeye tinkumanya birije byari konkati nyeki ndatandikireho buri constituency ninza kugihereze bishano mutwaro kumaneshwe kabya president buri constituency obwe turinzire bya Moses na timu yeye dauka chairman ariyo natufumbira yebintu then kandi buri constituency kujya ngutube yero ninza nyomba gurire byanje buri constituency t-shirt 15 zo kutandikiraho obwe turinzire zaki inchorko yabanke zati nabahezanje twekwate
Vandalism is an offense punishable by up to 10 years in jail.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort, and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukoto Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
Step into elegance, step into confidence, step into La Vie Boutique, located at Grand Imperial Hotel, Shop 6 and 8, right behind Bank of Uganda. La Vie Boutique brings you high-class corporate and casual wear for men, from sharp designer suits and crisp shirts to stylish casual t-shirts, tracksuits, shoes and accessories. We've got everything to make you stand out. Call us on 0772 419 181 or 0705 555 558. La Vie Boutique, where class meets style.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped. It's even harder to lose weight. Come and give it a try. Ginshikang L-carnitine chromium capsules, plant extract, scientific ratio, take 3 capsules each time. The active ingredient accelerates fat burning, eat twice a day, don't take a detour. Weight loss starts now. Ginshikang L-carnitine with chromium capsules helps you stay in shape. Please follow medical advice when taking this product. For more information, visit our website www.hgo.com or call 0800 335555.
Ugandans, the unstoppable internet deal of deals is here with MTN WakaNet Fiber. Connect your home with our starter pack of 100 Mbps at only 99k. And if you want more speed for less, we've got you. Get the 200 Mbps at only 129k. And the fastest one yet? Enjoy up to 500 Mbps at only 250k. To sign up, use the My MTN app or dial *100 *23#. Offer is valid till the 30th of November for both new and existing subscribers. Together, our connection is unstoppable.
My question is, what is the difference between rental tax and income tax? How comes I'm paying both taxes on my own premises? If you want to have a tin, but you are not making any income from your business, you should take on the obligation to continue filing your nil return.
Commissioner General, to invest in taxation. When people understand taxes and they know the importance of taxes and they know the fair assessment of these taxes they're supposed to pay, I think everybody will embrace taxation.
As banning groupage cargo, clearance protects small traders who cannot afford to import full container loads individually and rely on consolidation to remain competitive. Cargo to come in groupage is consolidation, it's legitimate, and we can't ban it. What we have banned, or what we have stopped, is the use of container leaders. Now, Fiona, the good news I have for you is that among the new tax proposals,
Now you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887, and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Tune in to UBC News Tonight every Monday and Wednesday for expert insights and clear explanations. Buza Commissioner.
Western Uganda and other people of God from every corner of this nation, get ready for a night of miracles through music. It's pure praise and worship of God is glory as Emily Kakuli performs live in Kampala. Kakuli will be sharing the stage with the Uganda's biggest gospel stars, Trina Herbert, Musmeta Florence, Simon Milembe, Afande Johnson, Epi Romance, and many more. Tosubwa Emily Kakuli mu kiro eky'essanyu n'ebyamagero. Jangu tuyimbe, tuzine, era tuyimusize wamu erinnya lya Mukama waffe Yesu Kristo. Emily Kakuli, live in Kampala, 23rd November at Mamerito Hotel, Kampala, right next to Nambole Stadium.
Muzikulamu kumandika na tena nga nyingiro ne banafa ba MTN wanji MTN walololo MTN gamba chi to get the power to win njagala ofune lyanyi okuwangula ogenda kuwangula ota ngenda kubanga obukadde 10 buli wiki wanji ngenda kubanga kwasa obukadde 10 buli wiki ku simu ye nyinyi kyabonka kimuchoka line ya MTN bana beka buli ogenda okusasula ekintu kyonna ogenda okusasula nja kwese momo obulira buli ogenda okusasula ngenda kyosasula kyonna kozesa momo oyinza okubanga ngenda kwewola kasente kozesa momo wanje ogenda kuinvestinga kozesa momo abwe MTN we jamani nekwa bukadde 10 buli wiki wala kastejo bimala bwe pala wentandika ngamba kiye kiriwo wanje nenkwata ku masimu ngamba halo walirudawa kinze tirinyi halo walirudawa zende guru halo walirudawa ndi mutukula halo oliwa ndi mwanange ndi wano mu office ntudde nyiga ma computer nenkuta awa namwe kasana benesi okuberanga mwana wote koze ebintu n'amanga epeyinze ebolowinze investinze ngekozesa momo. Remember to dial *165# or use the Momo app to borrow, to pay, to invest, and you could stand a chance to win 10 million weekly.
This is our home, our land, our Uganda. From the rolling hills to the busy streets, from the farmers in the fields to the students in classrooms, we are one people. Elections are a time to choose our leaders, not to fight our brothers and sisters. When violence enters the ballot box, the future of our country is wounded. But when peace leads the way, our nation grows stronger. On election day, choose unity over diversion, respect over hatred, and dialogue over distraction. Love your country, protect your fellow citizens, stand for peace, and say no to electoral violence. This message is brought to you by the Global Election Observation Mission, GEOM, in partnership with the Uganda Electoral Commission. Informed citizens, strong nation.
You see, I've been a painter for almost 4 decades, and I have found Global Paints to be very reliable. First, everyone knows we use Global Paint undercoat. Now, for the best results, I continue with Global Paints products. I go for Silk Vinyl when it comes to the interior. Then Global Matte for the ceiling, and when it comes to weatherproof, I go for Global Weather Coat Emulsion. With that one, the house will never peel. Now, there you have a sparkling, magical-looking house. And then the client is very happy. He recommends me to another person who recommends me to another person who recommended me to come and do the advert. Global Paint, a reliable product.
Still watching the UBC Lunchtime News broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. We now take you into more news. The Uganda Textbook Academic and Non-Fiction Authors Association has convened a hybrid symposium aimed at elevating authorship as a formal and respected occupation within Uganda's rapidly evolving knowledge society. The one-day engagement drew authors, scholars and administrators from Uganda, Norway, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Trinidad and Tobago, among others. These are the details.
Academic and non-fiction authors, publishers and translators have raised fresh concerns over the future of their industry, pointing to escalating book piracy as a major threat, the kind of creative theft that continues to write its own unfortunate chapters.
Then you go there and you look at the book, you find this chapter is from here. And what they do, they recommend it to the schools. You go there as a parent, these are the list of the books you're supposed to buy, but so and so you have to put it there. Okay? So this is causing the problem. By the time for you to realize if you are a publisher or author, you don't travel. So you need to know, be aware of the copyright issue. Then the other thing is identifying rights partners or stakeholders.
The one-day Utana Symposium, held in partnership with African and Norwegian Authors Networks, the Means of Education and Sports, and the International Authors, emphasized the need to professionalize writing by reinforcing ethics, skills, and the economic value of knowledge creation.
This is a business. We are saying in this business, you need what we call financial management. I think it was the doctor who presented that one. Authorship is a business or what? It is a business. So if you are entering into what we call a business, you didn't know how to plan budgets and cash flows, such that you're in position to track expenses and manage author what? Business finances.
Utana President Professor Elsa Magara underscored authors' central role in shaping education, national identity and research, warning that illegal copying and resale of books are steadily eroding creativity and investment in the sector.
If we all come together as authors, there is no way how I will see you as an author and I have a code of ethics that you should be following, and I see you doing that. And therefore, if we promote this professionalism, where we have one professionalism of authorship, and then we have code of ethics that we follow each other, and there authors will be monitoring their business and also controlling their business.
Held at Silver Springs Hotel in Bugolobi, the Hybrid Forum brought together Utana members, publishers, Norwegian professors, and senior lecturers from Makerere and Gulu universities, alongside writers from Zimbabwe and Zambia.
We also have to take into account that there are various digital platforms where our knowledge that we create, our author, that can be shared, so that our colleagues can contribute to the improvement of the knowledge shared and also probably improving it. Because if you hide your knowledge somewhere, you will not know. If there's a mistake, no one is going to critique it, so that it helps, the critique helps you to improve the quality of the knowledge.
Things like experience is a peripheral skill. And everybody will be asking, do you have experience? Yes, I have 10 years experience. Those are peripheral. And then soft skills. These ones help in work-life balance.
A key highlight was the launch of 18 new titles by celebrated academician Magameso Namungalu, arguably one of Uganda's largest single-day literary showcases, and a reminder that the pen is still very much alive and productive.
So that book is called Demystifying Poetry. Trying to find out that poetry is something enjoyable. It's something you can pray. People read it, people recite it at very, very vital times, in marriages, where, and people enjoy it.
Participants also examined the rising impact of artificial intelligence on writing, calling for clear regulatory safeguards to protect originality and ensure AI supports rather than replaces human creativity. The symposium forms part of Rutana's wider drive to strengthen authorship and elevate Uganda's knowledge economy.
And that brings us to the end of our lunchtime news this 22nd day of November 2025. My name is Wadulo Arnold Mark, and remember, I am styled by La Vie Boutique on Grand Imperial Hotel, shop 6 and 8, right behind Bank of Uganda. Have yourselves a lovely afternoon and stay tuned for more news in our subsequent bulletins.